Alright guys, Dokkan time again, and I'm really late on this train here, but this is going to be the time limit video. This is the 6 time limit units category mission for stage 2 of the Ultimate Red Zone Majin Buu edition. I pre-recorded this, so I apologize. You know, when you're a dad, you kind of have to work with things here, so I'm actually... this is already done and recorded over. So the team I utilized was this one right here. We got the double Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, Gotenks, LR Bootanks, Kefla, LR Blue Boys, and Vegito. So I don't think it's the worst possible team. I did decide to use items. I am not a big thing onto the no item runs. No item runs are frustrating, and honestly, there's something about my chord system that absolutely loves to let me have a good, nice, smooth run, but not when I have it plugged into my computer. It's like all of a sudden I plug it into my computer and the run disappears. So, but anyways, so we are bringing items to this, just to, you know, make sure that we can get it done. First turn rotation here. Decided to keep the blue boys in slot 1. I decided to keep them in slot 1 because, well, obviously, that's kind of their placement, you know? We wanted to try and keep Kefla on rotation just to build up her damage, because she does stack. She can do some decent damage. It was kind of a, big bet to be bringing Kefla along. I don't think it was the smartest idea to bring her because she does have type disadvantage in the second phase. If you are aiming for a no item run for this mission, I would very highly not suggest taking STR units. Especially a unit like Kefla that already has very minimal defense. She's pretty much a dodge or die unit. She's a literal glass cannon. That's what she is. LR Bootanks, you know, he's honestly, his dodge is just crazy good. He's one of the few units in the game that actually does dodge for me. It's very weird. But obviously on this rotation, there's not many options. I decided to keep the rainbowed friend on rotation instead. Obviously, if you have your own Super Saiyan 3 Goku, try to float off your own, keep your own out of the line of fire. You should be fine, in all given honesty, for quite some time with Goku. Even at 55%, he should be fine. But as a rule of thumb, when your leader is weaker than the friend lead, I always highly suggest floating off yours, because 55% units especially are just painful. But anyways, Gotenks. Gotenks here is a bit of a, he's a wild card. He's also a dodge or die unit. He can potentially do some very good, serious damage in this fight, but obviously he is dodge or die. He only has like 50% chance to dodge up until he goes Super Saiyan 3, and that can take a while. It can take a while to get to Super Saiyan 3, and it really feels like a while, because this is a fight that is a return to short form content. I was hoping we wouldn't be stuck on short form content like this. I was hoping we would not see a short form fight like this again. So it was a little jarring for us to get this fight, to get a mission like this. It's not that hard of a fight, in all honesty. It's not that hard. It's just, you know, they hit hard. We have items, you know. We have items to make this easier. So, we decided to float off Vegito here because, once again, you know, you want to build up Kefla, get that damage in there. We love the 6th anniversary fusions. We love the fusion LR right here. But at the end of the day, you know, he's a very much liability. He needs to transform. And his one-turn dodge is great, but if he doesn't dodge after that, you could be in serious trouble, especially pre-super. He could, even though with type advantage, he could very much die. As you can see, blue boys are giving me a crap by not dodging. They literally couldn't dodge 2 supers, or 2 normals right there. So, and we got another stack in with Kefla, which is good. Moving on to the final phase, transforming with Gotenks. There was one thing I remember. It's entirely up to you if you want to do this. You can go ahead and do double Whis. You can bring two Ghost Ushers, try to space it out. You can try using a Whis one turn, waiting a turn, and then using it again, so that way you have, like, let's say turn 4 you could have 40% damage reduction, turn 5 80%, and then turn 6 would be 40%. You can wane it out a little bit, or you could just have 2 turns of 40, back to back. Entirely up to you. The problem I have with this is, like, this Buu is crazy, man. He's doing a ridiculous amount of an AoE super when majority of these units need to either dodge. As you can see here, I decided to throw Goku into slot 2. I did this because no matter what, if Gotenks didn't dodge this, we were dead. So I said screw it and threw him into there. He needs to actually do damage. And he can do damage. And you notice that we use double Whis, but Gotenks dodges everything. But I threw Goku into slot 2 because he can do damage. Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, can do some good damage. He can do good damage, but he has to be in slot 2 or 3. If he's not in slot 2 or 3, then you're just not getting the damage you need with him. So, 9 mil attack stats. 9 mil isn't a huge number to me anymore. It used to be in a 8th anniversary base content, pre-9th anniversary, 9 mil, 10 mil, that was good numbers. But now after 9th anniversary has come along, we're getting units, they're 15 mil, 20 mil, 30 mil. Those are average, not average, but, regular numbers we're starting to see. They're starting to pop up quite a bit. I mean, KRAKELAK can pop in with 20 mils. So, when I see, 9, 10 million supers, unless they're like triple or quad supering, it's just not impressive damage to me. But anyways, LR Buu tanks here. He does have a cancel action, so that's something also to keep in mind with Buu. He can cancel the enemy's action on 18 key, 18 or 20 key. I don't remember the exact key number, but yeah, he does some good damage here. I mean, this is the first turn with the Whis, and we've already knocked this sucker's we've knocked his health down, like, so quickly, But I contribute a lot of this damage right here straight up to Goku. Goku did a majority of the damage right there. And we get Kefla right here. Getting her at Super Saiyan 2. I think this is where I was worried. I was very much worried because Blue Boys, they can tank, and we have damage reduction active right now, but they didn't transform because our health wasn't low enough. And that made me wonder if I should have even used the Whis. Maybe I shouldn't have, because otherwise we could have had a much more ideal turn right here where we could have had a Vegito. That's something to also think about when you're using items. Remember that a lot of units have HP restrictions. This turn could have went so much different if I just didn't use a double Whis last turn, even if I just used one Whis. But as you can see, it's a good thing I did use double Whis because Blue Boys did not dodge, and Kefla took the hit as well. She did not also dodge. So if I didn't activate the double Whis, we would have died right there. We would have died. 100%. We would have died on the Blue Boys or Kefla. Either one would have got us killed. That was with 80% damage reduction. Yeah. So, but yeah, as I said, this fight could have been a lot different. As you can see, Goku kind of flopped right there. And the reason Goku flopped right there is because we didn't have a Majin Buu Saga category ally on the rotation right there. That's why Goku did very poorly on that rotation. Remember, guys, Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, AGL, has to have a Majin Buu Saga category ally with him at all points of time. Otherwise, he's not getting additional. He's not getting, like, half of his kit. It's just not going off. So, always do that. So we move on. We have no items left. We are officially at dodge or die status right now. There is no if and or buts about it. You throw everything out right now or it's game over. So, as you can see, though, we got screwed on the key manipulation here. I was a little bit concerned. I didn't know what to do. I was in a little bit of a panic, so I threw Vegito in slot 1 as he auto-dodges. I don't know if I should have thrown Goku into slot 1. I don't think it would have mattered too much. I think no matter what, we would have won. My thought process was, as long as that first attack isn't a super, you know, as long as he wasn't supering us, Vegito was going to get it done no matter what. So, but yeah, that's it. I mean, we got it done. We had to use 2 Whis, you know, but it is what it is. We got the time limit mission done relatively easy. It was a pretty, aside from that last part, it was a pretty relaxed run. Got it done in 10 minutes or less. Like I said, had to use 2 Whis. Used double Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, Gotenks, LR Boo Tanks, Kefla, and LR Blue Boys, and of course, Tech Vegito Blue LR. But anyways, that's just the team I used. I am very curious what teams everyone else used to get the time limit mission done, as time limit category is, well, it's very thin right now as far as a difficult fight like this is, it's mostly dodge or die. That's pretty much what this team is. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day and a good night.